Welcome to a Mick, a Mook, and a Mike.
Hosted by four-time Emmy-nominated producer
Frank Pace. And retired New York City firefighter, 9/11 first responder, and Vietnam vet, Billy O'Connor.
Today's guest.
All right. Be well, Joe. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, guys, take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Take care, Joe. Well, George, I tell you, Derek, you definitely got some patience, man. You're amazing. You talked me through it for half an hour, and I just stumbled on it by punching in my name.
Yeah, by doing what it said to do in the beginning. It
First
says
thing you
your
do
name.
is throw out the instructions, Frank.
It says
throw
your
out the
name.
instructions.
It just put your name here. I mean, I'm the mook of the place, and I found my name.
Frank, you toss the
right.
instructions aside. You throw them. Then you figure it out.
It's not like building an IKEA table, though, sir.
All right. You want to start, Derek?
We started.
Yeah.
We did.
We're on. We're on tape. We're going.
We're going. Well, Derek, where's your Trump hat?
What Trump hat? What are you talking about?
The one you're carrying on your side.
Oh, please! I would never wear a Trump hat. That's just ridiculous.
Well, we got a lot of things to unpack this week, like Melania going rogue.
Yeah, I can't believe that he didn't know about this. I mean, he had to know about it. There's no way she got up there like with the presidential platform and all that hoops and gala behind her, and he didn't know about it. He knew about it. But she's trying to get out in front of what? This story that
yeah, I want to know what you guys
the
are
chick
saying.
from Brazil.
Okay.
There's some chick from Brazil that wants to spill the beans on her, right? She let her his husband get locked up or some shit for immigration.
I don't
Is
know.
that the gist of it? I'm just.
No, what do you think, Derek?
I just read it. I read a brief excerpt this morning about a woman who claims that she got deported, and essentially Trump deported her because she knew something about Melania's past. But I don't know anything about it because I didn't do any research on it. I just know that if Melania is doing a press conference, something must be really, really, really bad in terms of past.
And it must not be good if Trump didn't know anything about it. I mean, can you believe that?
Do you believe that? Do you believe that he knew nothing? No,
Of
he
course
fucking
not.
knew. Of course not. He doesn't know. They don't do anything unless they check with him first.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as he got the presidential podium, somebody would have to check with him to make sure that they could put it up. Because if they put it up and he didn't know about it, holy shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's trying to get out. Here's a story I heard, and I read it quickly as well. Basically, this chick was with him for 15 or 20 years. Melania had been to like her kids' communion and all that kind of shit. You know, she good friends with her for 15 or 20 years. And her husband, I think, got deported or some shit. And they locked him up, and she did nothing to help them. And now she wants to spill the beans because she's pissed off about her relationship with Epstein and everything else. And this chick itself, I think she was enlisted when she was 15. So she was one of the Epstein girls when she was 15. And I'm not sure I got it all right, but that's the gist of it.
So, Billy, did Melania have intimate relations with Epstein or not?
She go boom, boom, get green card. She play fuck and get green card. She did whatever she had to do, man. She wanted out, you know. I mean, yeah. Where's she coming from, right? She did whatever she had to do. She used what she had, the assets she had, you know.
So what about Eric Swalwell? Did he go boom, boom, get green card, or did he go boom, boom, and get out of that governor's race?
At first, I thought that was a smear, you know, because he was running for governor. It was going to smear him. But then they started popping up out of the woodwork. 3 or 4 more girls popped up, you know.
Well, this shows you shouldn't go against Trump.
Well, I mean, that's what's exposing him? Or these chicks are being paid? Or what the... Let me tell you, I heard this story. This is an amazing fucking story. I thought. We're talking about Jared Kushner, right?
Yeah.
And I was from Chris Christie. Chris Christie's telling the story about how he prosecuted the father. Do you know the story about his old man? What his
Yeah.
old man did?
Yeah.
What kind of scumbag he was?
Yeah, but
He says Kushner's just like him. He says alligators raise alligators. Kushner's just like the old man.
You should tell our story because the audience won't know our story.
Well, the story is basically that Kushner, the old man, Jared's old man, was stealing from his brother and sister. They all had an estate or whatever the money was left to him, and he was taking money that they were allocating for political contributions, but he was making sure their name was on it, just his name was on it, so it gave him more prestige with the party, right? Then he started just writing checks, and the brother and sister knew nothing about it. So when they found out about it, they contacted a lawyer and they sued him for fraud. This guy gets so pissed off about them suing him for fraud.
This guy being Kushner?
The old man, Kushner.
Okay.
He hires a hooker and tells him he'll give her $50,000. $50,000. A hooker, if she can get his son-in-law in bed, so he can stick it up the sister's ass, right? So what she does is for a week, she's trying to get this guy in bed. I mean, she's chasing 50 grand. That's a hooker's payday and a half, right? She's happy out. And she's chasing him for a week. She can't get him in bed. Finally, she cons him into bed, and she takes the pictures, or they take the pictures or whatever. And he sends him, the old man, Kushner's old man, sends him to his wife on her daughter's graduation day.
Wow.
For 50 grand, he paid this hooker. So Christie said he prosecuted him, whatever. And he said the kid is just as bad as the old man. He's exactly like that. He's a piece of shit. So this is the guy doing all the negotiating. He negotiated a great deal for Gaza, didn't he? He got them a great deal.
Yeah. And now he's over negotiating on behalf of the United States for Iran.
Yeah. And he's trying to get a real estate deal in Gaza. I mean, they're stealing money. This ain't drain the swamp. This is drain the treasury. I mean, they're draining money with both hands. They're just stacking it up.
But Trump's thing is that they're all independent donors raised the capital for all of that, for $300 million for the ballroom, $250 million for his Arc de Triomphe.
Is Arc de Trump?
Well, that would probably be the name of it.
Yeah, probably the name of it, yeah.
Yeah, 300 million. Yeah.
350.
Yeah, well, what about the 40 million that DHS had to have for a Nome security plane? She had to have it. That was like 40 million. They needed that plane. Now Melania's going to use it. That's four fucking planes they got.
That's
four.
This is peanuts. 350 million,
right?
40 million.
They got Air Force One. They got Trump's plane. They got the one Qatar gave her, and now they got another one from Nome. 4 planes. Unbelievable.
Well,
man. It's like they're stealing money with both hands.
Yeah, and we can't fund education. We can't fund
Medicare. What about
Medicare.
People on the streets?
Social Security.
Yeah, but $1 billion a day so he can strut his chest about a war. And I still think a lot of that had Wag the Dog written all over it. I mean, he had to get Epstein, but then now she comes along and puts it back on the front pages because she's trying to what? Get out in front of something. Right? I mean, what else could it be? She's not sticking it up her husband's ass.
That's for sure.
Well, my thoughts on this are that this is just another distraction, and you got to realize some people like Trump don't actually care about anything that's said about them. Like these guys are, most of them are all psychopaths, sociopaths. So whatever's said about them, they actually don't care. So meaning like whatever you say about his wife, none of that matters to them.
I agree with you 200%. Not only that, when did you ever think in your life that the United States would be involved in a war in the Middle East, and we would believe everything that came out of the Middle East's mouth rather than ours? Anything he says coming out of our government, I don't believe a fucking word of what he's saying.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Al Jazeera and beyond trying to find real news.
Finally,
I mean, the guy can't even can't even tell the truth about his height and weight. I mean, when you can't even put down your height and weight, and tell the truth about it, you got to be out of your fucking gourd.
Well, let me look.
Frank, did you ever hear that story about he's got a plaque on his golf course in New Jersey about a great battle of blood that was fought?
Yeah, it wasn't fought there at all.
Never fought.
Never
Who knows? Who's sociopathic enough to go to lengths like that? I mean, you put up a phony plaque of a phony war that was fought during the Revolution that was never fought.
The
The
whole
Battle
government.
of Blood River or some shit. Oh.
It's
I mean,
crazy.
he's a sociopath. This is fucking scary stuff, man. When he said he was going to annihilate Iran, I was thinking, this fucking bastard might push the button. He's.
I knew he wouldn't.
I don't know, man.
It was
When
just
you start
laughter.
talking like that,
But now
just talking like that is bad news.
now even the conservatives are turning against him. I mean, did you read the rant this recently that he put on Trump News or whatever the hell his website is on Megyn Kelly and all those
Alex
other?
Jones.
Yep, Alex Jones.
Oh,
Tucker too. I think he nailed
Yeah.
Tucker too.
Carlson.
Yeah,
Candace
Carlson.
Owen.
Do you remember this fucking guy talking about generals? I know more than the generals. He knows more than everybody about everything, but I know more about the generals than one. He didn't have one general advise him about this thing. The three guys was a real estate deal. Jared, if Jared's going to be in charge of everything, he's got to speak. I mean, we got to hear what he's got to say because this guy just got carte blanche.
He's quiet and he, the people are putting $2 billion in his account. I mean, would you be talking if somebody? Yeah. Would you be talking if Derek was putting $2 billion in your account?
But that's what Trump is all about, right? He's following the money.
No. This is a good question.
Would I $2 billion? No, of course not. $2 billion. That's the deal that's called the journalist dilemma. If you got to say you're on Fox News and you want to call Trump a prick, well, you can't call him a prick because your boss don't want him to call him a prick, even though he is a prick. So that's your journalist dilemma. Do you tell the truth, or do you listen to what your boss said and lose your platform? You lose your platform. So
depends how much money you have. If you have fuck you money, you say the truth. If you don't have fuck you money,
Yeah. The fuck you money is important, no doubt about it. And some guys are walking, most guys won't.
What do you think of that payout? Speaking of fuck you money, what do you think of that payout to David Zaslav at Warner Brothers? What's this, like $800 million for him to walk away from the Warner Brothers deal?
Wow.
I don't know anything about this. That's crazy.
$800 million just to walk away from the deal.
Yep. And the investment community is saying, vote for the deal, vote against Zaslav getting that money. I mean, they'll probably cut it down. They would probably be happy if it was $400 million rather than $800 million. But can you imagine having that much money?
So Warner Brothers is going to pay him just to walk away from the deal? Not Warner Brothers. Who's paying him the $800 million?
Paramount.
Okay. Wow. Just to walk.
Yep.
We're not familiar with the deal. So Frank, can you give us give us
some more details on the deal, Frank.
I don't think I have many more details on the deal. Paramount.
No, but just like the brief synopsis, because we're not.
Is there anything you could think of you wouldn't walk away from $800 million? What would I not walk away from for $800 million? Let's see.
Paramount bought Warner Brothers. They initiated a hostile takeover. Originally, Netflix was going to buy Warner Brothers. Paramount came in and overpaid and Warner Brothers decided not to sell it to Netflix. Netflix decided to walk away. Netflix decided not to match the Paramount offer.
Okay.
And they walked away from the deal. So, in effect, Paramount should take over Warner Brothers no later than September, the last week of September of this year.
Okay.
So Zaslav will no longer be the owner of Warner Brothers. Paramount will pay Zaslav something like $850 million as a golden parachute. And he won't have to pay taxes on that money because it's probably like $500 million will go to him, and then the $300 million he would have to pay in taxes, they will absorb. So they will pay that as well.
Whoa.
So
Whoa! So we talking? Does that become
goes
300
in his
million more that they're going to pay the taxes, or they're taking a?
it goes into his pocket. I'll tell you, I
Wow.
have been a consultant to Warner Brothers for 5 years. Recently, they made me a vice president. So now as vice president, I have to work on payroll rather than being a consultant. The government takes over 50% of my check,
Jesus.
which is
That's
crazy.
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
That is
Yeah.
crazy. Now I should get it back in bonuses, and if Paramount fires me, I get severance. But it's and I had my
So
accountant.
you pay 50% in taxes. I want to tell you, us retired guys, we really appreciate it.
Well,
Us guys on Social Security and retirement pay, we appreciate your efforts.
Oh, okay.
50%.
I mean,
Oh,
I
because
think I pay 55% in taxes.
Wow.
okay, yeah, it's
Wow.
because when you're as a consultant, they're basically hiring you through your company. But
Yeah,
as a vice president, you're technically a employee.
I am
So
an employee. So all the
holy
write-off,
smokes.
all the write-offs I could take, all the legal write-offs I could take,
Yeah.
I can't take now.
So they
That's hurtful.
basically screwed you by being a consultant?
Well, not necessarily screwed me, because they give such big year-end bonuses that I think I'll make up the amount at the end of the year.
Billy, come on. Look, come on. Do you think this guy he's
I don't
good,
want to see Frank get screwed. That's all, Derek. I'm just
Thank
trying
you.
to step up here.
Yeah.
Thank
No,
you.
Trying to do the right thing for Frank. Listen, I don't want to have to run a racket for Frank. You know what I mean? We'll have to have we'll get a keg of beer and some turkey sandwiches and see how many guys we can get in the place for $20 a head. Do the right thing for Frank.
So I think it'll work out in the
I
end.
think it'll work out.
If not, I did my part for Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
But I finally did realize exactly how California is being screwed. Californians are being screwed.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I mean, now I realize how much they're paying in.
Yeah. The thing
Oh,
is like the way to look at it too is, either look at it on your daily work schedule or your year. So you're paying 55% in taxes. That means that you're working over half the year for the government.
Yep. That's exactly what it means.
That's
Wow.
like that.
Yeah,
That means that means technically you haven't gotten paid yet.
Technically. That's what that means. But
Yeah.
I'm glad to make the contributions to the government.
But I would like the audience to know that, I love Frank. He's a friend of mine, but
here it comes, Derek.
But
But here it comes, Derek.
But
Here it comes.
I'm sure he's not. I'm sure he's not making $20 an hour.
No.
Yeah. So, in other words, he can afford
meanwhile,
to go.
gas is $6.50 a gallon. My wife and I drove up and back from Pebble Beach last week, and it cost us like $120 to fill a tank.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
and then came back
Yeah.
empty. I mean, you gotta go to Pebble Beach and back without filling it up
No,
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost as much as it costs to fly. Or a fly a year ago, now it probably costs twice as much to fly.
I just want to say, guys, that as much as we would like to blame this on Trump, and I'm not a Trump fan, but this is part of the plan. This is all by design. He just happened to be the
Whose
guy
plan? I get you.
Okay.
He's executing the plan. He's reporting the game, but whose plan?
the plan of the central planners, the world
The
central
powers
planners.
that be?
Yeah. Because basically what's happening behind the scenes is they're changing the financial system. So the
So we're
financial
getting
system,
off the petrodollar and going on to what?
digital dollar, basically prison. You think you're paying 55% of your income? In the future, it'll probably be 95%.
Well, wasn't it 95% once, 90% once in the
Yeah, well,
30s?
Right right before World
Yeah.
War II, yeah, they did put it up to 90%. FDR
Yeah.
did, yeah.
Well, it's going back to that. And the thing is like, you think you don't have infrastructure now? Wait till this happens.
Well,
So-
Why
let's.
would you not have infrastructure? I don't get it. What is that?
Well, okay, so Frank was talking about how he sees how Californians are being screwed. I don't know if you know
Right.
if you know this, but the rankings for California's infrastructure is like 49 out of 50 states. So
No, I had no idea.
yeah, and so the mismanagement of the money that's happening in California, that's going to happen nationwide.
Well, fortunately, we got Governor Newsom to stand up for us. What a
Yeah,
fool-
that's I
what a
mean, yeah,
fool
that's
he is.
true. That's true
What a
because
fool he is.
he's done such a great job. You're right.
Isn't the money being mismanaged now, Derek? I mean, what's the difference?
No,
I mean,
no,
it's
Newsom. Oh, you mean like nationwide?
money in general, yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't see anything good going to money. They're just throwing it into the military
Well-
compound. You know what I mean? Industrial compound. It's
Well, actually, if you
Where-
look,
where's the
and this
money
will be a great little project for you to look and see how much money is actually missing from the government budget over the last 30 years. It's
trillions.
trillions. Like, and I'm not talking 10
Yeah.
trillion. I'm talking like 35 to 50 trillion. Just-
Trillions, yeah.
Yes. So, anyway, let's talk about something more lively.
Well, hang on a second. So let's, Kamala Harris is talking about now maybe running for president again. How fucked will we be if she runs again? Because
Fuck, because the thing with the women, you know what? I still can't get over when you told me, Frank, when you told me 2 weeks ago that, Buttigieg has got zero support with black people. Zero. They polled him with blacks. He has zero support. Buttigieg. So
Yeah.
they're not going to elect a woman. I mean, forget it. I mean, I don't care who they run. They can run Oprah. They ain't going to elect a woman. Ain't going to happen.
That's not true.
yeah,
You
Oprah's
think a
walking.
woman's going to get elected? Why? Based on what precedent?
No, I think that you're speaking through the filter of a
of a misogynist.
yes, and also
They could well be.
and also partially racist as well, because
Why?
the thing about black people is this: we actually are a lot more
What do you know about
sensitive.
You
What
wear
do
a
you
Trump
know?
hat. What do you know about black people?
What do you know about this? The reason
Yeah, I'm
why
sorry.
the reason why what's his name, Buttigieg?
Buttigieg.
Yeah.
Anyway, however you pronounce his name. The reason why black people don't support him has nothing to do with the fact that he's a gay guy. It has to do with that we can read when people are disingenuous better than most people. And the same with Kamala Harris. Like, we know that she is, you can actually, as a black person, I'm just telling you, we sense it much more. We're much more sensitive to these things than the average person.
I believe that.
Well,
Because
you can
you-
say
you know
that,
what-
and that's fine. But you want to tell me that Buttigieg is disingenuous as opposed to who the black people would vote for that seems to be telling the truth.
As
No.
opposed to Vice President Vance, who said Trump is the closest thing to Hitler I'll ever see in 2020. And he said, now he's the greatest thing in the world.
You actually think it had nothing to do with him being gay that black people didn't vote for him? Because
I'm not saying, I try not to speak in absolutes. I'm just saying that,
Right. I don't
that,
either.
yeah. I'm just saying that it's more nuanced than what you're saying, meaning like there's a percentage of the population that don't support him because you can see right through him. And the same with Kamala Harris. And also, listen, there's a percentage of the black population also that is completely misinformed as well. So
But the
Yeah,
white
yeah.
population as well, completely
Yeah, yeah.
misinformed. And
certainly.
I mean,
Yeah.
does anybody have a trouble seeing through Trump? I mean, that he might be disingenuous. Disingenuous. I mean, everything. Sometimes he says two different things in the same sentence.
But there's 30% of the population that he can say anything he wants to do and they'll believe him.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously that's still going on. And
Yeah, I
people
saw-
are lining up to get their pockets picked, which is remarkable.
I saw a clip
You
of
know,
a guy.
people that got nothing in poor rural areas, and they're lining up to give up Medicaid and everything else just so they can worship this fucking buffoon. Anyway,
Yeah.
Did you
but
call him
so
Billy? Did you call him a fucking buffoon?
I did call him a fucking buffoon. You big buffoon. I think he's a big fat buffoon.
Oh, by the
And a
way,
bedwetting parasite besides.
yeah, it doesn't help the Democrats at all. Is when James Carville comes out, James Carville has lost his mind. By the way, have you seen him?
Carville, yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, I've seen some of his posts,
Oh
his
man,
rants lately on YouTube.
they're crazy. They're crazy.
Yeah.
He's calling him, stinky fart Trump and everything. I mean, he does rants. You would think Billy wrote them.
Really?
Oh, he's got his LSU hat on. I mean, that doesn't do any good either.
Oh,
No,
I have seen
no.
this. This is the bald guy. Yeah. I
Yeah.
have seen this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Carville, yeah.
Yeah.
He
Democratic strategist.
and he
Strategist.
yeah, and he got Clinton elected. He was
Yeah.
him and his partner were Paul Begala and James Carville got Clinton elected. Carville.
So what are you guys saying? You're saying you don't like his rants?
I'm saying they're inappropriate for someone who's supposed to be, a Democratic leader.
Okay.
Yeah, but,
Frank,
Frank.
was supposed to be a Democratic leader.
Yeah.
Look, Frank, I think this inappropriate shit's going out the window. No, I mean, let's face it.
No.
When the president
Yeah.
of the United States tweets, you fucking bastards, open up the strait. You crazy bastards, open up the fucking strait. Allah be praised on Easter Sunday. I mean, appropriate sort of out the window at this stage of the game, don't you think?
Yeah, well,
I think it's been out the
that's
window.
a happy Easter message to you.
I mean, I'm just tired of our generation fucking up the world.
You couldn't be more right. I couldn't agree with you more. I think our generation is the worst.
Wow.
The worst. Yeah, I'm dead serious. I think the greatest generation was the generation before us. They were the greatest generation. It's been downhill ever since. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen with this AI and all this shit. I really don't know where this stuff is going. I'm probably not going to be around in the world to see it. But man, it's a wild frontier that's coming up, man.
You look pretty spry to me.
I feel like actually I'm getting all checked out. Everybody's coming back okay.
Yeah. I think you're going to
Still
be
got lead in
around.
the pencil. That's cool. Got somebody to write to. That's nice.
Yeah.
What do you think, Derek, about AI? I mean, you know more about that shit than me and Frank. That's for shit sure, What do you feel the world's going? Is it going to be a better place, a worse place? I don't buy this utopian shit that these 5 trillionaires are going to do us or looking out for us. You know what I mean? I don't.
I think
I don't
what
know
we're.
what it's going to be.
I think it's going to be a rough world. It's going to be rough. And when I say rough, I mean, if you have money, you're going to be okay. If you don't have money, you are completely screwed. That's it. We're going to be Brazil, but in America. So, and as far as like what AI is going to do, it's just going to create essentially a prison for everybody. Because that coupled with, this is what I was saying earlier. The reason why there's so much chaos right now is because they are changing the financial system to be fully tokenized and fully digital. And so, and the reason why they're doing that is because AI is basically leveling the playing field where you have access, I have access to basically anything. So if you want to make a 1984 Toyota Camry, you have access to all of the specs of that, and you can have AI basically spec that out. You can put it in CAD, and you can, basically make your own car if you want to, right? And so that means that there's no more kind of a barrier to entry to any field. So what the powers that be want to do is essentially get control over the financial system so they can essentially wall off what they want to wall off and prevent who they don't want to participate in society and who they do. So that's essentially, and also who also has access to the most powerful AI and who doesn't.
Yeah, there's a big war going on in the entertainment business also. The unions are trying to control AI because, y they can make writers obsolete,
Yeah.
you know? They can make I'm sure they can make actors I'm sure within 5 years they make actors obsolete.
Yeah.
They can make set builders obsolete for sure, right? I mean, they could put the setting. That's already. I'm sure there's carpenters being laid off all the time at Warner Brothers. Is there?
Uh, well, that's because business is leaving the state and the country. Again, government,
Not because of AI.
not
Yeah.
because of AI, just because of tax incentives and the value of the dollar.
Well, I mean, I think the industry is like a microcosm of what the future is going to look like. Because what Frank just said is that, essentially all the workers of his industry could be laid off because you can do a fake background, you can do fake actors, you can have
Yep.
you can have AI write
Yeah.
the story. You don't actually need anything anymore, just a computer.
Yeah,
And so,
and the American viewing public is so gullible that they don't really care about nuanced stories. They just care about stories. So if AI can write a script, AI is already capable of writing scripts. I mean, when I want to cheat, I can load a script into AI and ask for a 500-word synopsis of the script, and instantaneously, once I've loaded the script in, they'll give me a 500-word synopsis of the script.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
saves me from reading the script.
Cliff notes. Gives you cliff notes.
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Wow.
then I could say
What,
then I could say AI rewrite this script, and they can rewrite the script, or rewrite the script and change the names and make it 15% different and give it another name, and it can do that.
15% different, and it does that?
Yep,
Yeah.
20% different. So
what about self-driving trucks and shit? How many? They're not going to knock people. I mean, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. You're going to knock every truck driver off the block. I mean,
Yep,
It's endless, Billy.
it's no brainer.
And
Huh?
it's endless. It's endless. It's
Endless.
meaning like I don't except for they keep mentioning plumbers and electricians and stuff like that as the kind of untouchable jobs, at least for now.
yeah, but
Um,
we could have said that 20 years ago about auto mechanics. Now you got to be a fucking rocket scientist to figure out what the hell's wrong with your car. I mean, look, I know I'm a dinosaur, but I I I don't I keep driving 2017 cars because I know where the radio is. I know how to turn on the radio, and I know how to switch the radio
Yeah.
AM to FM. I get into my wife's car. I said, "Holy shit! Everything here is computerized." I don't
I
even.
put window cleaner in my radiator the other day. I thought the hood. I was like, "Where the fuck does this thing go?" What's this? It needs window cleaner. Big tub on the top there. It's a radiator. The window cleaner's on the left-hand side. It's it's. You want to check the oil? I was looking 15 minutes to try and find the dipstick. There's no dipstick. You got to do it with the computer inside the car to check your oil.
It's crazy. This trip
I don't know
around
nothing about that.
this trip around the moon that the astronauts made. They're getting kudos because they did what we did 60 years ago. I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
yes,
I mean,
maybe.
well, we did it. We did it 60 years ago in 1966.
Yeah.
We sent.
Did we?
67. We sent an astronaut around the moon. We didn't land there for another 2 years, so it'll probably be another 2 to 4 years till we land there again.
Oh,
But crazy, just crazy. Anyway,
What is this called? Adoris? Is that what it's called? The
Artemis?
program.
Artemis.
Artemis. I think
Artemis.
it's Apollo's sister in Greek mythology. I think it's Apollo's sister.
Mm.
well, there you go, Billy. That's your homework assignment for this week. Come back.
Insight.
Come back
with the
and
insight.
tell us for sure what it is. I wonder what David Scott thinks about it.
You should have him
yeah.
on.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, he drove on the moon 25 years ago, and now we're flying around the moon again. We're trying to recreate what we did already.
Why don't you
Crazy.
try to have him on again?
Yeah, I doubt that would be possible.
Really?
Yep. Yep.
Maybe when they get done with the moon the thing, they can give the capsule to Trump, you know, for his archives. Give him something to fly around in.
I'm surprised it wasn't named Arc de Trump. I mean,
I'm surprised too. The Donald.
How long do you figure it will take the Democrats to take his name off everything he puts his name on?
I tell you what, it might not even be the Democrats. It might be the people.
Well, I give the people less credit than you do.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think
they
you're
elected
right.
they elected him.
Yeah, well, Mencken said it best. No one's ever gone broke underestimating the intelligence of the American public.
Yep. Yep. Anyway, what other things you want to talk about?
Tiger Woods.
Well, you want to talk about the masses? That's pretty cool. I'm already going from gate to gate. It looks like he's playing out of his head. It looks great.
Yeah, well, that'd be nice to talk about if it hadn't already happened. Considering this is going to air, this is not going to air tonight.
Oh yeah, forget about him.
When is it going to air?
Well, hopefully, whenever you get it ready, next Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, or Friday, whatever you say.
So it's fine. We can still talk about it.
There's no rush on it, that's for sure.
We can still talk about it. People are going to still talk about it.
People are clamoring, Frank. They're clamoring. There's a lot of clamors out there. I hear the clamors.
Did you read that article I sent you on Ben Sass?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's tough break, man. He's pretty young to die.
And he was, the people in Nebraska elected him as senator from Nebraska for 2 terms, and then he decided to become president of the University of Florida, something Billy knows about. And then he got hit with 5 types of cancer. I mean, so he's dying. He's dying in front of everybody, and he's going public about it. He's going public about what's wrong with the political system. It was really a good.
There's a lot of meat in there. Yeah,
a lot of articles. Yeah, it was in Saturday's New York Times.
What did he say about the political system? I only got to the last thing. He was just starting to talk about his experience of treating his disease. What did he say about the political system?
Billy?
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously he said like what everybody else said. It's broken. You know, I read it fast. I didn't digest all of the.
Okay.
Thing about the system. It's broken. Like we all know, it's broken.
Right.
I still think we're having auctions. You know, it's not the money. It's the money. It's insane. What I read the other day, $9.1 million. Every lobbyist spends on $9.1 million. The average amount of lobbyists spends on a congressman.
Yep, it's crazy. I mean, I'm young enough to remember when the political election season started after Labor Day. So they chose their candidates in June or July at the conventions instead of going into the conventions already decided based on 2 years prior of primaries. And then the campaigning started in September, October, and in November we held the elections, and that was it. Now it's crazy. Now it's like you said, it's an auction.
You know, yeah, it's an auction. But besides that, I'm old enough to remember when the lobbyists used to have their head in the congressman's laps. Now it's the congressman with their heads in the lobbyist's laps. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I mean, it's just money. Money. It's just pure money. We have auctions. That's what we have.
And like Derek said, the rich get richer. You know,
always. Nothing's changed there. Divide and conquer. The rich get richer.
I was referring to you, Frank. I wasn't talking about the whole.
Yeah, well, I could buy and sell you motherfuckers.
Hilarious.
All righty, what else?
How's Pebble?
All right, brothers.
Frank, speaking of the Listen, you got nothing to do, but go out there and don't make me insult you. Chill out, sir. You're not going anywhere yet.
I agree. I got 50.
No, I'm talking to Billy. Billy's like, all right, guys. All right, I'll talk to you later. What are you gonna do? Go vape? You gotta go vape? What are you doing? Where are you going?
He's vaping right now.
Actually, I was supposed to go to a party. But
A party
it's a
where?
kid's party. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. About an hour and a half from here, on my way home. Oh, this is an escape for me. I get to go. I'm going home after that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you must have already dusted off home plate.
Yeah, all good. So, what?
You don't have to try to look for something to say just to appease Derek.
Yeah. If you're done, you're done.
Fuck you, Derek. Never mind. Fuck you, Derek.
Oh my God, you're older than me. I'll say that. Billy, just quickly, what's your day like? Like, what time do you get up and what time do you go to bed? And then Frank, I'm going to ask you the same.
Late. I go to bed about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'll get up like 6:30, 7 in the morning.
Okay,
I can't sleep. I have issues sleeping.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so do you have breakfast? Do you have coffee? Like, what do you do when you wake up?
I just have coffee in the morning. Then maybe about 11 o'clock, I'll have some fruit and cheese.
Fruit and cheese. Okay.
Yeah, I'll eat Swiss cheese with grapes.
Any
apples.
exercise?
I can't eat oranges. Yeah, I might do a little bullshit Tai Chi in front of the thing, and then I'll go out and play golf and play. I'll play like 54 holes, though, but I'll play it. I'll hit 4 balls a hole and chase the 4 balls, And
You
I
do
ain't
this
that good, so it's not a group.
And you do this every day?
So I'll play like, I'll play 4 balls a hole and play 9 holes, and that's like 36 holes of golf,
Wow. Every day?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow, that's great.
And I
Alone?
still suck.
Alone? Yeah, but I have a
I
feeling
like to
that
be
you're
alone.
not really trying.
Sometimes I'll join a foursome out there, but I don't see a lot of people on our golf course. It's practically empty. It's beautiful.
Now your first foursome, I suppose.
He plays with all his friends. He plays alone.
Yeah, alone. Sometimes I win money for myself.
Yeah, that must be fun. And then
so I do that. I'll do that. Then I'll go home, read, cook dinner.
So you're really you're like really retired. So you don't do anything. Any
Yeah,
sort
I am
of.
retired. I am retired.
And then
When the weather gets a little better, I'll go back to sailing. But that's it. Golf and sailing. That's what I'm doing. And reading.
Nice.
I try and stay alive. I'm trying to stay vertical, but you can't believe how many doctor's appointments you go to for preventive medicine. I don't know about Frank, but I mean, it's like every month I got 2 or 3 appointments to a doctor.
Yeah, I went to visit my parents, and we went to they live in a small town, so they have to go to doctors in a larger town, which is like 2 hours away. So I was there for 10 days, and 7 days, and 2 of those days we were traveling to the doctor.
Yeah,
back and forth.
Preventive medicine.
Yeah.
Check the oil, check the transmission fluid.
Yeah. And then Frank, you get up at what time?
I get up between 6 and 6:30.
And then
I go to bed between 10 and 10:30.
And then what do you do at 6:30?
Do you sleep? Do you sleep good?
Like a log.
Really, huh? Clear conscience.
I fall asleep within 5 minutes, and I wake up right away. And I usually don't wake up during the night.
Nice.
You don't piss? You don't have to piss during the night? I usually got to get up once to piss.
If you're lucky, some of my friends, have to piss 2 or 3 times in the middle of the night.
I know. I get up. I usually got to get up once.
But
I take that Z-Quil, Derek. You ever try that shit? The Z-Quil?
No.
Take a slug of that. It might help you sleep. It makes me sleep. It helps the cause.
Is it a drug? Or is it vitamins?
No, it's a drug.
Oh, no, I'm not taking any drugs.
It's a drug.
Just take some magnesium. You'll go to sleep.
And then 2 days a week, I work out with the trainer.
Okay. What kind of workout? Like
Weights.
Weights.
Weights and resistance.
And
Nice.
how long is the workout take?
45 minutes or so.
Just 2 days a week.
Just 2 days a week.
And don't you walk every day or something? I remember you used to.
I try to walk every day.
Right.
When I'm at the I work at home Mondays and Fridays, and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays I go in the studio from 9 to 5, 5:30 or so, and then I try to walk at the studio every place I go because the stages are pretty far from the office, so I
Right.
can get a good workout while everybody else is taking golf carts. I walk to the stages and sets and everything
Plus,
else.
you're on the clock, Frank. You know, you walk when you're on the clock. It's good. You're getting paid to walk.
And
That's
then
funny.
I usually WALK with the DOG. I
Oh,
say that because
if they
he's
hear you.
He's
he's
right there, and he's going to know.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I say the word, he'll jump up and
He'll
hop
jump
in.
up and want to go for a walk.
What? What? Luckily, it's in your voice, not his. Do you have breakfast? You have breakfast?
No.
No breakfast. What do you have for lunch?
I try to eat a bigger meal during lunch.
Okay.
And then at dinner I eat less. I usually eat less than I eat at lunch.
Okay. And like, what kind of dinner would you normally have?
You know, I don't eat. I still try to watch my weight.
Yeah.
I don't eat much breads. You know, chicken and vegetables.
Okay. Chicken
Or
and then
Chinese food.
okay. And then Billy, what do you have for dinner?
I always have a salad. Just about every night, I'll have a salad. And
Really?
whatever else I have with it. Yeah, well, I'll make a big salad. I like salad with like apples in it and olives, and
Okay.
I throw everything into a salad. Then I'll have like a steak. Or sometimes I'll have chicken cutlets or
Yeah.
roast chicken or whatever. But mostly meat and salad. I
Right.
try to do that.
And what about you, Derek?
Pasta once a week.
What
Pasta
about
once
you?
a week.
I get up at around 6 o'clock, and I usually have coffee. You're not supposed to have it right away, but I do anyway. And I usually do a little bit of like meditating, and then read, and then I probably won't eat anything until like today. I haven't eaten, so probably like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then we usually get to our store area around 11 and get to work and just have lunch here and then work from that time until around 7 o'clock, and then get home and maybe we do some activity in the yard or something, and then eat dinner. And breakfast consists of probably eggs and some fruit or something like that, and then lunch is uh usually a salad of some sort, and then dinner can be sometimes a bigger dinner, like some like steak or something like that.
Yeah, if I have a big meal, I prefer to have it around for lunch.
Yeah. I do
Well, they
prefer
say
to
the best
have
thing you can do. I'm
is
sorry, go ahead, Derek.
no, you go.
They say the
Yeah.
best thing you can do is not eat after 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock at night. Don't eat after 8. Don't snack at night.
It's definitely better for sure to do that. It's sort of like a ritual now, it's kind of our respite for the day is to have like a
Yeah.
nice dinner with some
I tell you a story. A friend of mine, a chief on a job, he just died last week. He ran 10 miles. The guy's
story's
been
over,
running
isn't
since
it?
I've known him.
I'm just kidding.
Huh? Yeah,
I
the
said
guy
this
ran 10 miles, came back, went out and played racquetball,
shit.
came back, had lunch, whatever. Went to sleep that night with his wife and never woke up. She woke up, he was dead.
10
Other
miles.
guys I know, they run forever and they get lung problems. I mean, it's genetic to me. I think that's what it is. I mean, you can do all the taking care of yourself you want. I'm not saying push the issue. Don't take care of yourself. But I mean,
Well, so
look at Pete Maravich. Take Pete Maravich with heart trouble. I mean, who the hell was in better shape than Pete Maravich?
yeah, but a lot of it's environmental also. Look at all the guys that you got, cancer after 9/11.
Yeah, but this ain't cancer. This is heart trouble. I mean, these guys were in great shape. You were in
It's-
great shape when you got an aneurysm, all right? I mean, you were in good shape. You're an athlete.
Yeah, thanks for
I
reminding.
don't think there's any rhyme or reason to it, man. It's just as the Arabs say, it is written. It's
It
written.
is written. It was written. Anyway, let's say goodnight, folks.
All right, good night, folks.
I've had enough
It
of
is
this.
written. I'm a river. I'm a river to my people. I'm a river to my people.
All right, fellas.
It is written.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for
All
joining.
right, guys.
It's
Take
been,
care. I love you. See you in
it's been a
church.
while. See you in church.